Hey, less lethal people. So just got up. I'm here in the Airbnb and in Copenhagen, Denmark, and I did some investigating. They have a place called Arms Gallery here, which they have a whole bunch of less lethal there. So we're gonna take a walk over there. It's about a 15-20 minute walk from here. And we're gonna head there and we're gonna see what they have and see if their stuff is a little different than in the States and if they have stuff that we don't have yet, and find out maybe some rules and regulations here with less lethal. And they also have a pretty large selection of, I think from what the website shows, high-end air guns. So let's see what they got. Let's head over there. I'm gonna go take a walk now. I'll see you when we get there. All right, guys, so I decided to take the train here instead, and I just got off the train and I'm walking because it said 45 minutes to walk here as opposed to 14 minutes with the train. So I'm right down the block from the place. It's called Arms Gallery. I haven't talked to them yet, so I don't know if they're gonna let me film in there. So we're gonna see, because I know sometimes people could be weird about that, but I'm excited to see what the less lethal scene here in Copenhagen, Denmark is, and I'm sure it's the same across all of Denmark. So I left my old lady at home. She told me go out and check it out because she has no interest, but that's cool. So I don't have to feel rushed. Also, it's always easy to ask forgiveness than it is permission in case we see anything good there and we want to have it shipped home. So, although I'm not really counting on that. So anyway, let's see how it is. I'll talk to you in a few minutes when we get there. All right, guys, so here I am. This is it. Arms Gallery. As you can see, it's from the way I'm holding the thing. Gonna take a walk, go downstairs and see what they got. All right, guys, so this is the coolest store here. So a lot of these things that we're looking at are, most of them are airsoft, these replica airsofts. Excuse me.
Yeah.
These are mostly replica airsoft, right?
Replica airsofts all
wow, they're
the
beautiful. Yeah, they're really nice. So these are replica airsofts that they have here. So I was just talking to the gentleman. He does not want to be on camera, but basically they have no law for jewels. You can have any jewels you want here in Denmark, which is really awesome. You just can't use it for self-defense. So it's kind of a bizarre little law, but it's a very, very cool store. Oh, look, they have, these are my favorite, these open L's. I don't know, I've showed you these on my video before. They're pretty hard to find. You can order them on the internet where we live. I found them at one store in Pennsylvania, but this is a really old French knife from back in the 1800s. Very, very cool company, Opinel. So that's kind of neat to see. Very, very cool. A lot of cool things here. Very cool stuff. So these are some very nice replicas here. Let's see, got some nice swords and stuff. So here we go. Here we have some of the T4Es. Oh, these, so they have the new HDR 68 here. I see the new cap at the bottom. That's pretty cool. Very, very cool. Oh, they have a nice custom color one right here. So this would be their 68 cal. They have the Tipex. They have the 40 jewel HDX, very, very cool, 40 jewel HDX. Something I'm waiting for. Some shaped projectiles down here. This is pretty cool. We don't really have too many stores like this where we are, where they're just where they have a lot of less lethal stuff in it. We gotta get most of our stuff on the internet. But the nice thing is you could get one of these, modify them pretty good. I like the new HDR 50s. They're pretty good looking. Some remote inlines. Well, the one good thing that's nice to know is even here in Denmark, if you had to build yourself a less lethal for self-defense, it is definitely capable of being done. Now, whether or not you'd be violating laws or not is another question, but very cool, very cool. Very, very cool. Very cool. So I'm gonna close the video right now for a minute, and we're going to talk to the gentleman a little bit more, and I'll get back to you in a few. All right, guys, so that was really great. We got to see some of the stuff that they have here. So basically, their laws here in Denmark is they can have no joule limit, which is great. They're just not supposed to use it for self-defense, and if they do, they have to meet equal self-defense. So if somebody broke into their house without a weapon, they could not use it. They'd have to have an extra one lying in the drawer that they toss in the guy's hand or something. So you know, or he'd have to have equal or stopping power as the person using it. But yeah, I thought the store was very cool. I thought it was definitely worth coming down here. The gentleman was really, really nice. I wish he had let me video him, but he did not want me to do any videos of him, so we had to respect that. But we had a pretty good talk, and I asked about getting something that they had there. So they had a TCR, an original TCR, and he told me it's very difficult to get the paperwork to ship it out of the country over to us. I would have loved to get an original TCR from Tipman, not the burner one, if I could have, just to say that I had one, because they're so hard to get. But I thought that was pretty interesting that they had the TCR there. So now we're headed back, go get the old lady, have a little bit of lunch, and start the day. She's got me going salsa dancing tonight. I think I'm going to be salsa sitting, salsa dipping chips while she does the salsa dancing. But I promised her I'd take her. That's her favorite thing to do. I have less lethal motorcycles and lizards. She has salsa dancing, so I can't really complain. I gotta sometimes do what she wants to do because she puts up with a lot of my stuff. So anyway, headed back to the house. Talk to you in a bit.